Hey, what's going on? Just doing some work in our tomato cucumber house here. Thought I'd kind of give you guys an update on what's going on. We're still got plenty of ripening happen. Let's see, we are just in the first week of September and still pulling lots of tomatoes off of everything. Everything's doing really well. I did just get through here and clean up this house. All of the dropped and leaned and pruned and cleaned up quite a bit. And tomorrow's a fertilized day. I think I'm gonna show you guys how I fertilize, what our process is here, how we can improve quite a bit actually in this house, the changes that we're trying to bring into next year, and what that looks like. But I'm just going to kind of flip it around, show you our tomato cucumber house. I did just pull the cucumbers, and I am going to be planting beets right into those pots where the cucumbers were. Give that a shot to push this house and just keep it producing until I can get tomatoes and cucumbers back in here next season. Okay, so here we have got our super sweet 100s, and they're looking pretty good. I mean, so you can see the size. They're actually decent, pretty big size. That's not super consistent across the board size, but I mean, they're actually really good sized cherry tomatoes. And then this is mochi. This is my favorite of the two from Johnny Seed. I love this tomato. As I pull all the plants out, I'm going to do a review on each variety. So I'm about to do a review on the pickling cucumbers that we ran, and then as we run through the different stuff, I'll do reviews on each variety, just to kind of give you our thoughts here about it. And then here's the paste tomatoes. So this is Pisano. Little, there you go, helper. I'm still dealing with a decent amount of blossom end rot in here, and I will go over that as far as fertilization and also irrigation, because those two are connected with my problems with blossom end rot. But still lots of good production coming out of both here and our San Marzano. I did just pull, so there's not a whole bunch of stuff available, but you can still see we're still kicking fruit out. And I did just clean these up, and I have not fed these quite enough recently. Really just chasing my tail. I am hiring a few people for this particular farm, and once I get them in here, I'll be able to do a bit more on the video side. Oh man, look at these. Just good size. We do still have some caterpillars going. I'm debating whether or not to treat again. And then we have some white flies going. These are our big beef. And here are our brandywine. Harvest again. I do 3 days a week out of this house for our tomatoes. And you can see these brandywines are amazing. They taste amazing. So of the slicers, the brandywine is by far my favorite. And this whole deal needs to be dropped and leaned. And then here is where I just pulled all the cucumbers out. Still got a bit of cleaning to do, but we're gonna fill these pots with, I think, 6 or 7 beets a piece, and push the beets in these pots and get a good succession of planting and harvesting going in here. Kind of get a better view of this house. Kind of get loud when I get on this side by our fans. So basically all these empty pots are 25% or a quarter of the house. So yeah, that's the update. All in all, we're doing pretty well. I do expect to push these quite a bit further. Man, I love the smell. And I'm going to drop beets in here pretty quickly. I am probably just going to readjust the irrigation a bit to be a bit more effective, because I'm going to get beets in here and kind of just plant them in a circle. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. It's like 6 probably is gonna fit best. And the way I had these watering is just not gonna work very well. So gotta do a little irrigation work, but my beet starts aren't rushing out of the house right now. Pretty much keeping the sides up, but the nights are getting a bit cooler. So we are going to have to get that fixed. If you haven't seen it before, we can keep our sides up because we've got this hardware cloth on here, and it keeps all the raccoons and things like that out of it. We're not 100% animal free, but it does a very good job. And you can see I need to come back in here and work these again. By the time I get to one side, I have to pick back up at the beginning, and that's why I need quite a bit of help. Because this is just 2 of the houses. We have 8 more to run here. So, well, that's about it. Potting table, start making our seed starter. It's the gutter connect house. Have a good day. Hope your garden's going well.